This one, full of it takes about time. Take like
Why is not working on my side? I mean, let me just go ahead like that. Because I don't know why. Yeah, today, please, I'm still finding it difficult to share, though, but though it's
So
working.
you can carry on with your.
Okay, sir. Okay, so today I want us to treat environment and sustainable development. Environment and sustainable development. Environment and sustainable development. Now, let me explain, or let me take you guys through the concept of environment and sustainable development. The meaning of environment, as I would say, you may have a fair idea about what environment means. Environment simply refers to everything around us that affects um um hello, please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you.
sir. Okay, so I was talking about environment, giving you the concept of it because I am intrigued to know that you have a fair idea about environment, but I just want to give you an insight of what environment entails. Everything around us that affects life is considered as environment. Everything around us is considered as environment. It could be natural and human-made environment. It could be natural and human-made environment. Provisions of food and what's the name? Food, water, uh, shelter, air. All these are considered as environment. Food, water, shelter. Food, water, shelter, and air are all considered as environment. So everything that you see around you is it's referred to as environment. That's why I'm saying that we have the natural and the human-made environment. The natural ones consist of the water, the trees, the air that you breathe. Then the human-made consists of the cars, the artificial things, like the things that human beings are the one producing them. Okay. Now with me being like with the concept of environment, I want us to also understand that without the environment, the environment, it will be very difficult for humans to live a well planned life. Let me put it that way. It will be very difficult for humans to meet or present needs without harming future generations. It will be very difficult for them to even come up with a strategy to even provide themselves with shelter, food, and how to even keep the water clean. Environment, I want to be this way, like the environment, when you find yourself in environment where water is polluted, if I don't know how to, but if you find yourself where the water is polluted and that water body is the only source of your drinking source, trust me, you will be forced to fetch water from that place and also take it in, which will affect you negatively. So the environment literally needs some methods or some strategy to keep it safe, to keep it well, like, or properly in shape. So there is something called sustainable development. Sustainable development. Sustainable development. But before that, we have a lot of, I've already mentioned them though. We have components that comes together to form the environment. Some will say it is categorized into two. Please, am I moving fast or it's okay? Should I slow down or it's okay?
Please, it's okay.
Okay. There are a lot of components that comes together to form the environment. There are so many. We have a lot of components, like a lot of things, a lot of features, a lot of items that comes together to form what is termed as environment. But mind you, these components are classified into two main types or kinds. They are classified into two main types. They are the ones that I said earlier on, that you have the natural and we have the human-made environment. Under the natural environment, you will notice that there are a lot. We have the likes of water, air, so on, like water, air, food, trees, all these. But when it comes to the human-made environment, you will notice that we have the likes of cars, buildings. Mention them. There are a lot. Artificial man-made things. Let me put it that way. But how are we able to sustain? How are you going to be able to sustain all these to make it last long for we to live in the environment comfortably without facing any difficulties? That's the sustainable development. Now let me break it down to you. One of the difficult things that I have realized, or let me say, some Ghanaians have realized on the part of some Ghanaians, is sustainable development habit or sustaining habit. How to preserve the thing sometimes becomes an issue for an ordinary Ghanaian. You can build a house for an ordinary Ghanaian and you will travel, you will come back and care is not taken. The house will be in shambles. You will not even like to be in the house because the person will not be able to sustain the house or to keep the house clean, maintain. The maintenance level wouldn't be as perfect as you wished you were there to do. So let me define what sustainable development is. Sustainable development simply refers to meeting present needs without harming future generations. Meeting present needs without harming future generations. Someone will ask, say, what do you mean? Let me give you a very deep example. Right now, as I'm talking to you, if I tell you that gold
Hello,
is not
Iveta.
good, please come again.
Please, can you go over the sustainable development
Okay.
explanation?
The sustainable development, it refers to meeting present needs. Sustainable development refers to meeting present needs without harming future generations. Simple. It refers to meeting present needs without harming future generation, or in other ways, it refers to the wise use of natural resources without harming the future generations. Or in other ways, it refers to the wise use of natural resources or the judicious way of using natural resources without harming the future generations. Someone will ask, say, can you break it down for us? We don't understand the sentence. Okay, oh, that's fine. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to give you an example for you to get it clearly, so that when you get to any point in your life, you'll be able to explain, even without looking inside any book or something. You'll be able to outline the definition yourself. There is it. Class, if I tell you that gold has a negative effect or impact on on our country, are you going to accept that?
Yes.
Relax. Listen to the question. If I ask you, gold, the word gold, the minerals, one of the mineral resources called gold, it is negative
Yes.
towards our country. It is having a negative impact on our country. Do you agree with that?
So
Think
yes,
about the
I
question.
agree.
Okay, why do you agree with that? Tell us.
So I agree with that because now it's beginning to become a nuisance, the mining activities.
Then
So then,
the moment you bring the money activities, you didn't understand my question, and I'll ask again. I'm saying that the gold itself,
okay,
gold as a mineral resource,
the gold
gold,
itself.
the
Oh,
gold
okay.
itself, is it a bad item to the country?
No.
Gold, the gold itself is not a bad mineral to the country. What
Mm-hmm.
makes it a negative item to the country is how people exploit it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me give you this example about the sustainable development. Like I'm come to please pay attention. I'm come to link the gold to sustainable development, which will not harm future generation. Now, imagine we are able to get 2 tons of gold for the country, or let's say 5 tons of gold for the country. Fast forward, the country can benefit from that, right? Financially, economically, it will boost our economic development, our social development. True or false?
True.
Let me explain the economic development. When we're able to sell our gold, when we're able to process it into the secondary form, one, it can help us to generate money for us to build schools, hospitals, good roads, good railways for trains to pass through, to pass on it, which will even ease the life of people. Now, when you go to the social development, it will make life easy. It will improve the quality of life. But this is it. Now that we have noticed that we have a lot of gold, or sorry, way back, not even today, not yesterday, but we all know that Ghana is the leading producer of cocoa when it comes to gold. Gold. When it comes to gold, I mean production of gold, that's why formerly we were called Gold Coast, because according to history, according to historian, they will tell you that Ghana has a lot of gold. When you follow archaeologists, when you follow those who do their digging, their research underground, they will tell you that Ghana was full of gold. They had a lot of gold in abundance. Even right now, we have some. When you go to the likes of what was the name? This Ash Gold, I've forgotten the place in the Ashanti region. They have a gold, Ash Gold or something like that. That's where they have conceived a place where they are able to mine gold every blessed day just to get it for the government. Let me put it that way. Now, the sustainable development. Now that we are able to mine gold, now that we are able to get gold legally, we must ensure that the gold that we are extracting, the gold that we are digging, it will not in the next 10 years affect our children, our nephews, our niece, our grandchildren. It will not affect them the next 10 years. How? Right now, as I'm talking to you, there are some water bodies that have been polluted by these activities of illegal miners. True or false?
True.
Good. So the sustainable development is talking about how. So let me give you a very typical example. Way back 5 years ago or 7 years ago, 2020, 2019, USA, I stand to be corrected if you have any fire idea, but I am not really sure about the mineral. But I think it was a crude oil. I think they discovered something like, is it bitumen or crude oil? One of them. When they discovered that, they were able to extract a lot. And do you know what they did? They left it. They left it for the next generation. Like, not that they are living that, they are not over exploiting it. Like, they are not overusing it. Like, they're not doing it. Like, they're not going for it every day. No, 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 no. They have a plan that we are going to dig, or we are going to extract this crude oil or this bitumen from this location. We are going to extract it for the period of 10 years, and we are going to leave it for the period of 20 years without touching it. Please understand the sustainable development.
Yes.
You see, sustainable development is like I want to like I want something that's very simple one that you understand. Even in the absence of the definition, you'll be able to generate your own definition. And mind you, I've not forgotten about my homework. The assignment I gave you. The assignment I gave you. I have not forgotten about it. I will tackle that before we end. Thank you. So let's come back to what I was talking about. Meeting present needs without harming future generation. There are some decisions that there are some decisions that politicians will take on our behalf that in the next 5 years, right now we will enjoy. But in the next 5 years, 10 years, it will affect us. Do you agree with me on that?
Yes.
Even there are some decisions that your parents will take for you that in the next 5 years, 10 years, you immediately you will not feel it. But in the next 5 to 7 years, you will feel it. Say, I knew what. I didn't allow my mom or my dad to take this decision for me. I should have taken it myself or something. Oh, I told my mom, let's do it this way. Not because you are wiser than your parents or they were wiser than they are wiser than you know, but because they felt that at this moment, this is what you needed. They were not thinking, listen, arguably, I would say it this way, they didn't foresee the future generation that, oh, my daughter wants to become a judge, but I want my daughter to become a doctor. My daughter too is afraid of blood. He is not able to stand blood. But your parents will force you, go there, do this, do that, thinking about the present needs. They are thinking about their gains, their present gains. Without thinking about the harm the actions will cause you in the next year. Do you understand it?
Yes.
So that is it. The wise use of natural resources is considered as sustainable development. Now, balance between development and protection, and that is true. Oh, Ghana and Togo. I remember some years ago, 5 or 4 years ago, we literally had a misunderstanding in discovering a crude oil that lies between Ghana and Togo, and it even went to one of the world courts outside Africa. I think it went to USA court, or like it's a world court that they sent us to. Like the issue was sent there, and when they sent the issue there, if my mind said me right, we won the case. Like we won the crude oil, and they gave that portion to Ghana. We won it over the Togo people. Yeah, I think Cote d'Ivoire or Togo. We won it over them, and they gave it to us. Now, what am I saying? We have been able to get the resources. We have been able to get the resources in the environment. Now, how are you going to balance this and also protect it for our next generation to come and enjoy it? Because right now, sometimes you feel like, so our grandfathers and our grandmothers couldn't even hide a pot of gold under their bed, under something, so that we can go and take it. Hey, the way we are suffering. So how much gold be like grandma and to go to be baby. Like, do you ask yourself this question sometimes? I mean, that's okay to you guys?
Oh yes. Okay.
Yes. Sometimes you be like, hey, historians are saying that archaeologists people are saying that Ghana was surrounded with a lot of golds. In fact, you can walk some 2 steps and you will find gold in the midst. You can just search in stones and you will find gold there. Then you ask yourself that, hey, it won't your grandmother or your grandfather to know the gold no one will be ana. Am I right? Like, like don't do who could be siana. That's what I'm talking about. It's term of sustainable development. Just do you understand? I mean, do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, please.
Yes. How you be able to use the cocoa farm? So, my great, or let me say my grandfather, my daddy's father had a cocoa farm. He taught my dad how to farm. My father also has a cocoa farm. He has been able to pass it on to my father. My father is still farming. Like he's still farm on the cocoa farm. He is doing it. He is doing it. Not doing it unjudiciously, unwisely, but he's taking his time, because if I am not the one who is going to take over that cocoa, maybe his grandchild or his grandchildren, one of them, can take over. It can happen. So he's not going to like exploit it wrongly, like anyhow. Oh, Jamie, they drew me, so it's my turn. Charlie, let me just do it anyhow. I will not take off it. After all, when I'm old, I will die and I will go out. I don't care about the generations. Like the person just going to think about the generation. Like he doesn't really care about them. No, sustainability go hand in hand with the generation. Thinking about the generation's well-being, thinking about how best we can help the generations to also get something to stand on. So there are some family members, or there are some, like we have some household, like their money is lineage, like like uh, like like they have a family business, eh? And that family business, whether you are a grandchild, you are a nephew or a niece, you come and do some. And that business is like a busua a family gold. Everybody is protecting that company or that business with their life. It's common. I don't know if you have any idea about what I'm saying. Like this family,
Yes.
be it nuclear family or extended family. I know of a family where like they sell batteries. When you go to Kwao Obo, the family is into batteries, like car batteries. They sell those car batteries, and the grandmother, the great grandmother, was selling car batteries. The lady's mother was selling car batteries. The lady has grown up to come to sell car batteries. Now their children are in primary. I mean, they are also in primary trying to find their feet. And I am very sure that they will also, because it is through this selling of car batteries that they have been able to build mansions in Obo, mansions in Taifa. I don't know, when you are going to Apostle Sappho Church, there's a mansion there. There's a very tall mansion over there. That mansion was built by that woman I'm talking about. And if I'm to go and show you that mansion that the mother has built, you'll be shocked. If I am to show you the mansion that the great grandmother has built, you'll be shocked. All through the car battery business, it's like it's a company. As I'm talking to you, the brother is working there. The sister is working there. The mother is working there. The mother goes to work and or to one man, the man and the they're not working for anybody. It's like a family something property. Whether you grow and you want to become, you can go and become a doctor, a lawyer, but you come back and come and work. I think that's how it has become, and it is helping them fetch a lot of money. How did they get here? Sustainability. They were able to uphold the values of the family's principles. They were able to hold the family's strategy to protect the company, that the next generation will come and they will not suffer. The next generation will come and they will enjoy. The next generation will come and they will also benefit from it. Hello, guys. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? I mean, do you get what I'm saying? I mean,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
can I proceed?
Yes, please.
Okay. So that's so. Can someone tell me about sustainable development? So far what I've defined to you guys? How do you understand sustainable development? Can you please help me? Anyone? Just try, so that I can admit that you have understood what I've said, that I can move on. What is sustainable development? Like, no, I'm not telling you to explain to me. Don't explain. No, like, tell me in your example anything how you have understood the sustainable development. Tell me. You can
Fair.
talk. Oh, yes, go ahead.
So I understand it as protecting what you have at the moment for the future.
Thank you. I wish we were in the class. I would have asked them to clap for you. Yes. You see, perfect example. Using what you have wisely, the resources you have wisely, so that the future generation can also come and enjoy. As simple as that. Because let me mind you, do you know that River Pra was there during the era of the Osei Tutu the first? River Prau was there during the first era of Nana. River Prau was there. It was true. It was in the River Prau that he was killed. Nana Obri Yeboah was killed. When you read the history, they will tell you that Nana Obri Yeboah was killed by the Doma people in a war. He was killed when he was crossing the River Prau. It has been there for years. And they have been scaring us with, oh, if you go and pollute the river, you will die. The ghost will kill you. True or false? Have you been hearing this news?
True.
But right now, as I'm talking to you, this generation that we are in, I want to forget swine. They don't even care. Am I lying? Oh,
It's true.
go and see the River Pra. They are polluting the river here and there. The river that we were once made. Listen, oh, the river that Nana Obri Yeboah, even before Nana Obri Yeboah, we had the likes of Prempeh the first, Nana Prempeh Adjuman the first. We had Obri Yeboah. We had Osetu the first. We had I mean the names are skipping me. We had Prempeh the second, and he was called Kwekujia, something like that. And even later than this, our own chief of Pimso, Nana Osetu, came. River Pra still is in existence. How did they do it? How were they able to sustain this river up to date? That this generation have come to pollute the environment, to pollute the river. How were they? They were able to do. Please, is someone talking? Can I proceed? Hello.
Yes,
Please, can
please.
Okay. How were they able to do it? They were able to do it through fear. They instilled fear in us, and it is true. How? They will tell you that the river there over there, the River Pra over there has ghosts in it. They have spirits in it. True or false?
True.
But and that makes sense. Say, they don't fear anything. Whether the ghost, if the ghost should come out, they will slap the ghost. Oh, am I lying? And they said, yeah, there's nothing like sustainable development anywhere. And that is true. I'll move up again, yes, like you don't care. They don't care. Trust me, which is not supposed to be like that. So let me tell you this: the sustainable, there are 17. If you can write this one down, there are 17 sustainable development goals that were outlined by the what's the name outlined by how should I put it? It is the sustainable development goals are 17 like generally accepted globally. Let me put that way. It is globally accepted worldwide. It is worldwide, like generally accepted worldwide, and it was set by the United Nations in 2015. It was set by the oh God, the name is not coming. The United Nations in 2015. Hello, please, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, please.
Okay, I was saying that the sustainable development goals are 17 global goals set by the United Nations in 2015. They are meant to be achieved by the year 2030 to improve life for people and protect the planet. Now, I am going to list the 17 sustainable development goals to you. 1, no poverty. In 2020, the United Nations set up these goals that they are going to try and reach out to people who are struggling, who are facing challenges when it comes to financially, who are financially not stable. They are going to try to end poverty in all its forms everywhere. That's UN, United Nations. Now, the second one, so the first one is no poverty. The first sustainable development goals, we have 17. The first one is no poverty. The second one is zero hunger. The second one is zero hunger. They're going to ensure that with the zero hunger, they're going to ensure that they end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. That's why you will notice that currently agriculture has really boosted in various countries. We have the combined harvester, mention them. We have all the technologies that are helping in the farm to plant rice, maize, beans, cocoa, other stuffs, other valuable items that have been appreciated by mankind. Agriculture. That's the second sustainable development goal to end hunger. That's zero hunger. In 2030, they are saying that they want to ensure that hunger is reduced drastically all over the world, not only in US or United Nations countries. So, no, all over the world. They want to ensure that everyone is able to at least provide a meal for him or herself. That's why they always engage. They are preaching about agriculture development. Plant something. Plant something. Plant something. Plant what you eat. Plant and eat what you have. The third one is good health and well-being. Good health and well-being. Good health and well-being. The third sustainable development goal is good health and well-being. Good health and well-being. They also made it a point on the 2015 that they are going to ensure that health facilities or they are going to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. So there are some percentage of amount of money that are being set aside for all United Nations countries. They give it to you to ensure that the life being or the health being of the people are well secured, are well maintained, are well put in place. Well, there are some buildings or there are some health facilities or infrastructures, or there should be infrastructures.
Hi, sir. Sorry to interject.
Okay, sir.
Kindly be looking at the message section. I'm getting reports that some are in a noisy environment, others are working. They like to ask questions through the chat section, and I think you've not been reviewing that. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much. Oh, okay. Please, someone is asking that does it have anything to do with the Millennium Development Goal? Yes, it has. Yes. The person who asked that, the Millennium Development Goal, yes. And this is why. Let me explain to you. Please pay attention. I'm asking you, with the sustainable development goals, and someone is saying that, say, does it have any link? Does it have anything to do with the Millennium Development Goals? And yes, this is why. The sustainable development goals are directly connected to the Millennium Development Goals. And bear in mind that they were 8 goals set by the United Nations in the year 2000. Before 2015, they had only 8 goals set up by the UN, the United Nations, for them to achieve in 2000. But mind you, that 8 goal that they set in 2000 were to be achieved by 2015. In 2015, after the Millennium Development Goals ended, after the target that they were looking for, after they were able to secure the goals that they were looking for, the United Nations introduced the Sustainable Development Goals as a continuation and improvement of the MDG. So the MDG, that's the Millennium Development Goals, is the mother of the SDG. Please, do you understand what I'm saying? Should I come again, or we are good to go? The person who asked the question, you can also type it there in the comment section. I will read if you understand. Oh, okay. Thanks for the clarification. Good. So I think you've understood it, but I'll go over again for those who don't understand. I'm saying that the goals that were established or that were set up by the United Nations, literally set up these goals way back in 2000. But it was not called the SDG goals. Oh, sorry, it was not called the SDGs. That's the Sustainable Development Goals in 2000. It was not called like that. But rather, it was called the Millennium Development Goals, MDGs. Millennium Development Goals, MDGs. But that goals were supposed to end in 15 years' time, which ended in 2015. So in 2015, when it ended, they noticed that they have come far by achieving their goals. Not overall, but though the percentage that they were looking for, they were okay. But because they were not able to achieve 100% percentage, that was when the UN, the United Gold Coast people, sorry, the United Nation people also said that, oh, with the good strategy that you are putting in place, I think we can also continue from there. Then they also took the Millennium Development Goals, that's the MDGs, and they also came with their own. They didn't change anything, no, but they also came with their own to sustain it. And they also did Sustainable Development Goals. That's the SDG. So the MDG is the mother of SDG. So SDG, the MDG gave birth to SDG. So they are together. Please, do you understand?
Yes, please.
So it is. So if in 2030, now we are in 2026, if by God's grace we are able to also reach 2030, or 2030 is able to meet us, trust me, I am thinking that the UN will also come with another phrase again. They may not go with SDG, because bear in mind that, remember that it was MDG, Millennium Development Goals, and after the 15 years, they changed it to what? They changed it to what?
Sustainable Development Goals.
Good. So if and that Sustainable Development Goals is expected to end in 2030. It's expected to end in 2030, and if I am not wrong, we are left with 4 years to go, right? We are left with 4 years to go for 2030 to come, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. So if 2030 comes and they notice and they analyze and they scrutinize and they feel, say, they have been able to achieve their goals, I am forced to think that, or accept that, they are going to come with another name. It must not be the SDG, but it will be a different name. Please, is that well understood?
Yes, sir.
Please, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, let me give you the clear difference. With the MDGs, they had 8 goals only. Please take note. With the MDGs, the Millennium Development Goals, they had 8 goals only. But because of the success they had in the MDG 8 goals, that was when they improved it. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They added 9 goals to the 8, making 17 goals. They added 9 goals to the 8, making 17 goals, because they have been able to achieve it. And also, let me remind you that the MDG, the person who asked this question and to the class, the MDG was not for all countries in the world. Was not for all countries in the world, but it was for the developing countries. Their focus were on the developing countries. I'm talking about the MDG, the Millennium Development Goals. The 8 goals were for the developing countries that were developing. countries that were developing. Who can give me 3 countries that are classified as a developing countries currently? Developing countries currently. I want someone to give me 3 developing countries currently. 3 developing countries. Please, you can go ahead and speak. 3 developing countries. Three developing countries. Anyone to try?
Ghana.
Ghana. Correct. Correct. Correct.
India.
Is that
India.
with
And Nigeria.
Nigeria. With the India, that's why I was delaying it, because I am not too sure of their growth, their GDP. That's why I'm not confirming that. I'm not sure about their lifestyle over there. That's why I'm not confirming that. But with Ghana and Nigeria, and which country again?
Kenya.
Kenya. They are all
Yeah.
developing countries. They are all developing countries. Now, mention 6 developed countries that you know. 6 developed countries that you know.
The US.
US, 1.
China.
China, 2.
UK.
UK, 3.
France.
I'm coming. Someone is asking a question. Let me tackle that, and I'll come back to you, please. Someone is asking that, say, can I say, aside the G8, the Great 8, the Great 8 are the countries that are well developed, the developed countries, the great powerful countries. Let me put that way. And he is asking that, can he say that apart from the G8, the Great 8, all other countries are developing? Do you agree with that?
So, which countries are the Great 8? Because if I don't have any idea, I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Other countries are developed or not.
Okay. Now, you have the Great 8 are 1. What's the name? Examples of developed countries, not. Oh, sorry. Joseph, please, are you there? I think he asked the question. I don't know if he can hear me, but that's fine. Sorry. The Great 8 countries is the USA, UK, Germany, France. I said US, UK, Germany, France, Canada, Japan, and Russia. Please, did you hear me?
Yes, please.
Good. So these are considered. Okay. He has even provided an answer in the comment section. So when you go there, you will see. Good.
Oh, okay.
We have the Canada, the France, the German, the Italy, the Japan, the Russia, the UK, that's the United Kingdom, and the United States. But bear in mind that Russia has been suspended from the G8 because of their war. Yes, they have been suspended. Yes, Russia has been suspended since 2014 their membership has been suspended since 2014. So now the group often function as the G7 without Russia. So back to the question that the Mr. Joseph asked. You cannot say that aside the G8, Joseph, aside the G8, all other countries are developing. Let me explain to you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. The G8 include some major developed countries. But remember that there are many developed countries that are not in the G8. And I'll mention one to you. Joseph, or the guy who asked this question, or to the class, are you trying to tell me that a country like what's the name? Netherlands, Holland is not a developed country. The Dutch people. I didn't know it's a developed country.
Yeah, they are.
Good. They are. They are a developed country. I tried to tell me that Switzerland is not a developed country.
No, they are.
They are. They are. But they are not part of the G8. They are not part of the G8. But they are. The likes of Finland, they are. Norway, they are. Sweden, they are. Australia, they are. They are. Because right now, if you get a visa or take it to Netherlands, won't you be happy and be jumping there all over? Aha. The Dutch people. Because it's a developed country. And at the same time, when you get a visa to Nigeria, won't you be happy?
They'll say
Answer. Oh.
Nigeria.
When I say Nigeria, they see the way you're asking. So I would say
They'll say
Nigeria,
I
the
would
line
say
there. Oh,
Nigeria,
oh.
their plan there.
Nigeria, the line there.
Oh,
so. When you
say
get
Nigeria, pa.
when you get a plane ticket to Burkina Faso, won't you be happy?
Oh,
say,
there be Nakamefa Ghana,
man, yes,
sir.
sir. Ah.
Wow, really? You don't want to visit your sister countries, right? Hey,
Oh,
people.
Oh, no.
You don't even hear their language, sir. So.
Maybe South Africa. South Africa is acceptable.
I hope still.
Well, Christ, but at least it's more developed.
Yes. Yeah, I mean
Mm.
that's true. But you know, the reason why I'm asking this question is because you know the names that I mentioned, the countries that I mentioned, the Netherlands, the Finland, the Switzerland, and the Australia, they are not part of the G8. They are not confirmed G8. But trust me, they are very developed. I mean, the country is developed. Yes, they are very developed. So don't be deceived. They are really developed. They are really, really developed. So now let's go back to the sustainable development. I mean, the goals that I was outlining to you. Where did we get to? The goals, where did we get to? The 17 sustainable development goals.
So we got to number 4.
So so number 3 is what?
Good health and well-being.
So number 4 is quality education. Quality education. Quality education. One of the sustainable development goals that were elected or were set up by the United Nations was quality education. I don't think someone in my hometown in the Eastern region, deep in the Eastern region, can compare the quality of education to someone in the Accra Central, like the school of Villac, Silicon, those schools. Is it possible? When it comes to the quality of education, is it possible? I'm asking the question.
No.
Is it possible?
No.
What the reason why? Do you know why I say because the internet over there is even a problem.
Yes. Some
The
don't
check,
even have access to the internet.
and their chair that they will sit on it, crap, you go and 3 people are on the chair, on the table, or a chair and a table, whatever. 3 people are sitting on that table, on that chair. Sorry, you will go and their building is in shambles. You will go and their buildings is come to you even go there and you will see snakes in the classrooms. Haven't you been hearing that?
Yes.
Like it's sad. It's sad that so that's what I'm saying, that with the education, for the educational improved what's the name, for the quality education that were added to the 17 goals, I was extremely happy. I mean, when I heard that, I was excited though, because Charlie, it's not that simple when you don't have the chance to experience quality education. Trust me. I quite remember I was previously some years ago, over 15 years ago, I was in the Western North region, Sefi there. That was when I started schooling my time. And the educational system there, I mean, the quality of education there wasn't as higher or as good as to the one in Accra when I came to Accra over 15 years ago. It's been long. So when I say that the quality of education in the rural areas can't be compared to the urban areas, I know what I'm saying. Sometimes a teacher will come to class and the teacher's textbook is the one the students rely on. I hope you are hearing those news.
Yes.
That is it. So ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote long life learning. So the UN Kwana, they have their own scholarship. I hope you have heard. I don't know, but I don't know if you have heard it. The UN people, they have scholarship for those who are being deprived of quality education, because they want everyone to enjoy quality education, get yourself equipped with knowledge, and also be able to eradicate illiteracy, those who cannot read and write. Because this system that we are in, if you cannot read and write and you don't take care, a document will be presented to you and you are going to sign your death warrant, true or false. It's true. Please, can you all hear me?
Sir, please, can you go over it again?
Okay. I was saying that with the quality education, it's very needed because, can you hear me? Please, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay. I'm saying that with the quality education, it's very, very dear to the UN people because they believe that they must eradicate illiteracy. They must not deprive people from experiencing or enjoying or feeling how good education is supposed to be. Because you can go to some rural areas and a teacher goes to class once in a week. That once in a week, that teacher is coming, and the teacher will come and spend only 1 hour with you because there's nothing there to teach, like to motivate anyone to teach. There's nothing there, like, I mean, no chalk, no marker. Like you have to write a letter because of bad network and lack of access to internet. You have to write a letter, send it to whoever will go to Accra, bring it to GS, a whole lot of process. By the time you get the marker, school has vacated. It's a whole lot of process. So when the UN people notice that people must also enjoy the quality of education, they are like, okay, let's add it to our goals. This is our aim, what we want to achieve by the next 10 years or 15 years. This is what we want to achieve. And they have been able to do it by establishing some scholarship in the UN category. Do you understand? To help improve or to help in the inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning. Because right now, as I'm talking to you, if you are being presented a document and you don't glance through it very well, you'll be shocked that you will sign your death warrant without you noticing it. True or false?
That's true.
Yes. So that's why when a document is being presented to you, you take your time. That's what they are doing. That everyone must be able to read and write. Everyone must be able to read and write. How? By providing quality education. Now let's go to the fifth one. The fifth one is gender quality. Gender quality. Some years ago, we had a prominent man. We had a selected individual who were fighting or who fought for the equality of genders, or for the gender equality. Especially he fought for the purpose of women being encaved or enclaved in a kitchen. Who knows that person? He's a Ghanaian. Who knows that person? Who can tell me the name of that person? He literally stood up, protested against those things that people will say that women are for kitchen. He's even one of them. He's the main reason why girls, women are in school. He's one of the reasons why, or he's the main reason why women are in school currently. Who remember that person? Someone should tell me. I'm saying that he's one of the main reasons why we have girls chat. Joseph have said it, but I want the full name. In the comment section, the answer is there. Yes, because he said I agree. That's why he's even on the 5 cities. Yes, you know, Akufo-Addo's era, former president Akufo-Addo era, they brought a 5 cities. I don't know if you remember. That small, cute 5 cities. The short one. That's yes, that's the Kwaji agree on the money.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so when you have that money, Sam, take it. Look at the name. The name is there. Kwaji Agri. He was the one who made this popular statement that if you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation. Have you heard this statement before?
Yes, sir.
Good. So he is the one. That is why he was honored on that 5 cities notes by His Excellency President Akufo-Addo, former president. So that's the work he did. The ladies over here, whenever you are praying, thank him. Kabana, some of you be in the kitchen cooking food. Yes, some of you are in the kitchen cooking. Can you not be in the class? Because your parents will tell teachers that they are preparing you for marriage. How? You have to learn how to cook, how to sweep. They will not allow you to go to school. By now, it is your brothers who are going to school, and you will be in the kitchen cooking. But all thanks to this man, this nobleman, this selected individual who thought ahead, who was thinking about the next generation, said no. If you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation. Who can explain this to us? If you educate a man, you educate an individual. If you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation. Who can explain this point? Because sometimes, bear in mind, I'm telling you, these are likely examination objective questions. They can say it. They can ask you, who was that selected individual who made this statement? If you educate a man, you educate an individual. And if you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation. What does it mean? How do you understand this statement? I'm listening now. How do you guys understand this statement? Okay, let me help you. Have you seen if anything, chicken like the chicks have you seen chicks following their father before?
No.
Have you seen babies following their father before?
Yes.
We are lying.
It is irresponsible for that chickens. Their children, they follow them.
Like, I'm just this. I mean, this is just a human question, though. But like, have you seen a goat, a heel goat, like a male goat, with his children before?
Say me to human answer. Yes, I'll go.
Okay.
Now they say now you see them.
Good evening.
Now you see them now.
Anytime-
Obi akwa ni papa, obi akwa odu papa issue. So I understand the statement as in women are women are known to nurture.
That is
So
it.
then,
Excellent.
because we carry babies and then we are the one who nurture them, we are able to pass on what we know to them rather than the fathers. Or monosika no moju no sorry
Alright.
but
Good.
then the women can pass it on to their kids.
Perfect.
Faster.
Perfect. Thank you. This is it.
Mantefe.
Please come again. I like your answer. I mean, I like that. Come again.
So the answer so because women it's in our nature to nurture kids.
Good.
We are made specially to give birth and take care of children. So then if you educate a woman, she would be able to pass it on to her children
That's
rather than
good.
a man.
Yes. Because
Yes.
sometimes a man can even travel outside the country, go and spend like 3 months, 4 months, and who leave the children with the female or the wife, two of us.
True.
Good. So the discipline that you instill in the children will be key. How you're going to nurture them will be key. How you are going to bring them up will be key. It is hardly it's not really common like that, but I'm not saying it is not there, it is there. We have men who perform the role of a female. That one you go and you have men carry their children at their back. They are backing their children, going to the market and they are buying their food. They don't care. They're doing their thing because they want to do it. So with this one, he was just trying to let them understand that if we are able to educate ladies or girls about education, if you're able to give them an insight of what education means, they are going to pass it on to their children because they are mostly with their children. They are always talking to their children. So what should we do? Let's bring them to the classroom. Let's educate them. They will go home and they will go and teach their children what is a noun. You know, I literally I had a student. She was in Basic 5 way back, and that student's parents came and they were like, they were telling me that they hello, please can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can
Please
hear you
can
now.
you hear me? But when you listen to the conversation that both parents were talking about, the mother and the father, who come back, bath them, ensure that they eat before they go to bed. But they their home. Maybe I'm working for somebody, but the mother will literally sit with the children, teach their children, oh, we are wrong, paper. Na minister mkola be mu be na ya de bota bo kakra piu piu je na ya bo kakra choni say enye san na chono na ya tell mu kakra, then they will hit your mom will hit you. I mean, all these things, they are there to nurture. Females or ladies are meant to nurture kids. Okay, I'll not hammer on it a lot. Let me move to the next one. So how many points do we have now?
Five.
Is this 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 5. So we
The
are
last
heading
one,
towards
the last one was gender equality, right?
equality. Yeah.
Okay, so the UN, their main, their another goal was to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. They say that men and women are the same. No one should be excluded from any actions. So if you are giving a man 2 million Ghana cedis, give a woman 2 million Ghana cedis for the benefit of a doubt, or give them the benefit of doubt. Leave them, and watch them. How are they going to use 2 million Ghana cedis? What they're going to produce? What will be the end of the end of resource? What will be the outcome of it? So when you're sharing something, don't be like, oh, or your band, my man 1 million, we a bear man, my man 2 million. They are saying that one of their UN goals, their sustainable development goals, was to ensure that males and females are being treated equally or equal. Please, do you understand?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now we are we are dealing with 17, but because of that time, so I will not be able to mention all the 17 and explain to you. But rather, I will share the slides with you with your teacher, with my teacher, your boss, and he will share with you guys on your platform, God willing. So I will just glance through them quickly, then I will move to the topic, the main one I want to tackle. Okay. Please, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So um the next one is clean water and sanitation. Clean water and sanitation. Clean water. The UN set this goal to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all people in the country, all countries across the world. They set this goal. The goal is clean water and sanitation, to ensure that sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Water is clean, the environment is neat. The next one, the seventh point, the seventh goal is affordable and clean energy. Affordable and clean energy. The seventh point or the seventh goal is affordable and clean energy. Affordable and clean energy. The UN literally set this goal to ensure access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable, and modern energy. Modern energy. The modern energy. We have the solar energy. We have the windmill energy. There are so many energies that we have, clean energy that we have, that are affordable, that even if you're in the darkest community, when you have a solar energy, you'll be able to produce or get light to operate your other to operate and keep your production going. Please, do you understand? Can I continue?
Yes, please.
The Okay, someone is asking a question. Okay. Hello. Please, we see. I was explaining that the type of energy we have: the solar energy, we have the wind energy. I said that we have the hydropower or water energy. That's what Ghanaians or Ghana we use. We use the dam. That's the hydropower energy. We have the biomass energy. We have the geothermal energy. You understand? So the one asking that question, that what type of energy is it, a general energy, or we are talking about the energies that help you naturally, or like these sources can be naturally replenished, energy that can be replaced. So the solar energy, when you charge it, the solar panels for the electricity, when you charge it in the sun, after some time you notice that it is low, you have to go and charge it again renewably, like it's possible. The wind energy, it's usually the wind, and there's no way the wind will stop. It's usually the turbines. Like there's no way infrared air will stop blowing. Every time there's air, every time there's air, every time there's air. So we're talking about these energies. I don't know if I've been able to answer you. Please answer me in the comment section. So you're asking about what energies? I'm talking about the solar energy, the wind energy, the hydropower energy, and the biomass energy. Energy from organic materials like plant, wood, and waste. When you go to China, I think if Japan or China, or one of them, they do this. They are waste materials, or they are waste. They bring them together to produce energy for them, light for them, to help them do or continue their production. That is it. But when you go to Nigeria, you will cry, because they will tell you that they are facing electricity problem. As at 21st century, they are not able to come up with any way of sustaining their light. but they'll go and buy generator and buy fuel, which is very costly in Nigeria. But that's just by the way. So continuing, the goes. I think he has come to reply that he's okay. Okay. The next one is decent work and economic growth. Decent work and economic growth. Decent work and economic growth. The UN set this decent work and economic growth goal in order to promote sustained economic growth, productive employment, and decent work. How? They were targeting works that are decent, works that will help them that will help an individual fetch a lot of money to help them eradicate poverty. Decent work. The country's economy should grow steadily too, so people have more opportunities and wealth improves. In short, let me explain. It's about creating jobs. These are their goals. It's about creating jobs, growing the economy, and making work fair and safe for all, so that no one will be cheated anyhow. Like their goal is to ensure that they reduces poverty and improves life well-being, or improve the quality living standards of people. Another goal is that they are to give people skills and opportunity. They are to ensure that people have the skills and the opportunity to exhibit their skills to when they learn them. They are to encourage innovation and entrepreneurship, establishing your own business. So somebody will be like me, they have established my own business. So what is it? I am a momo vendor. I beg, I don't work for anybody. As an entrepreneur, someone too said, I am into Indomie. I am into preparing food at the roadside for people to come and eat in the evening. That's good. They are just looking out for you guys, or for us, like for the people that are like all over the country. Their goal is to ensure that you are doing something for yourself. Like do something for yourself to fetch you money. You understand? So let's continue. The next one, after the decent work and economic growth, the ninth one is industry, innovation, and infrastructures. Build resilient infrastructures, good hospitals. How many years Kolebu has been there, but it's still strong? How many years 37 hospital has been there? It's still strong. I'll ask this question. This just by the way, but I'll ask, who can tell me why 37 Military Hospital was named 37 Military Hospital? Who have any idea about it?
Fair.
Yes, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
So I think I asked a friend of mine, and she said it was one of the hospitals that was built. So I forgot what she said, but she said it looks like they built several hospitals, and then 37 was the 37th one.
Oh, clap for her. Why? Those in the house, please clap for her. Why? Clap for her. The colonial rule during the colonial era, while they were building hospitals around the African countries, when they go to Gold Coast or Ghana, they built 37 military hospital for us. And they built that hospital for us. And fortunately for us, that hospital that they built was the 37th hospital that they have built in the whole of Africa. Please do understand. That's why they named it 37. Do you get it? So I mean, I like your definition. I am happy. I mean, that's it. Sometimes you learn ahead of the class and you get yourself equipped with information. That is it. So how many points do we have so far? Please, how many points do we have so far?
So we have 9 points.
Let's make it 10. Let's make it 10. Another goal of the UN, the United Nations, for the another goal that they're looking at to accomplish in 2030 is reduced inequalities. You are writing reduced inequalities. So I think I will say that inequalities helps. One of the importance of reducing inequalities is because it helps to get fair access to opportunities, resources, and services. You will not be like, this person is an Ewe person, this person is a Ashanti person, this person is from this city, this person is from rural areas, this person is a male, a boy, or a girl, this person is from a poor family, this person is a rich family. No. Every person or everyone in a country must enjoy the quality a country produces, must have fair access to opportunities. We must all go through an interview to get a job. There shouldn't be any protocol anywhere. People will use the back door. No. There must be fair treatment among all genders. There must be resources distribution. There should be fairness in resources distribution. And also, it also focuses on reducing the gap between the rich and the poor countries. Now, why is it important? When there is absence of inequalities in a country, it prevents social tension and conflict. I repeat, it prevents social tension and conflict. Another one is that it gives everyone a fair chance to succeed. Because imagine that those here, listen, imagine I have a second class upper in business management, and you also have a second class upper in business management, and you go forth for an interview, and because your uncle or your uncle knows that the school owner, but looking at my GPA, I had a CGPA higher than you, but because your uncle knows the school owner, they will pick you over me. Is it fair? You push your answer. You answer before I proceed. You answer. Is it fair?
So, anybody need any property issues?
Ampa, piao, piao, ampa. I didn't need sir. Come out, sir. Now, there, pa. Ampa. You see, this is what the UN is fighting against. But all the same, it is part of us. That one is true. What you said is true. Now it's part of us. The ability is common. It's everywhere. So I mean that one is just by the way. It gives everyone a fair chance to succeed. It encourages inclusive economic growth. So that is it. I think we have been able to list 10 points. God willing, we'll continue with the 7 points left. But let's move. Somebody is saying that no protocol here in Ghana. I say no protocol here in Ghana. There, you no go work. Oh, no protocol here in Ghana. There, no go work. It is fair when you are benefiting. That is the point. I mean, that is what I am trying to say. It is fair when you are benefiting, but it is unfair when you are not benefiting. You know, it's. I went for an interview. I hope you are okay with that. I mean, I just want to say this just to pass through. I don't know if you are. Can I go ahead?
Oh, sir, go ahead.
I went for an interview, and the interview we were 15 people in the interview. We came for the interview, sorry. And that 15 people that we come for the interview, 3 people came late, and we that came early, we were sitting there. Then the first person, the person who came late, the first person who came late, went for the interview. I had I met a guy over there called Kelvin. Guy na wahon wofu. And I'm catching and say, Chamai, obepayu. Like Obunefuno, it will not go anywhere. So you there, let them go and do their interview. You also go there, you do ask you questions. If you're able to answer, fine. If you're not able to answer, you go home and go and sleep. As simple as that. And send over for more. It is there. It is there. It is there. It is working. But sometimes we must give an advantage, or we must open it wide for people who are qualified to exhibit what they have. I mean, that's what I can see. Because when it happens like that, when you're picking the protocols, it reduces production. And it affects us productivity. It affects production. It affects our distribution, our producing, our distribution, our outcome, our input. It affects it. So sometimes even if you do the protocol, you must mix them up. If you are picking protocol 2, pick the normal people 3, so that even if the protocol people are not really producing or their production level is down, those who are not picked politically but they were picked based on advantage or merit, they will cover up for them. Let me put it that way. But if you pick all protocol, it's worrying. I don't know if I'm making sense. So now let's go back to the environment, sustainable development. So balance between development and protection. That's where we go to. Then we went to look at the goals of the sustainable development. We have been able to look out for the 10. Now we as time goes on, we will consider the 7 goals left. That's God willing next time when I meet you guys. Environmental degradation. I don't know if your teacher has already told you. I mean, your boss has already told you. I meet you guys on Tuesday and Thursday. Yes, I think so. So if God willing and we meet on that day, we will take it from there and we will do the 7. So let's look at the activities that are not helping sustain the environment. I repeat, the activities that are not helping sustain the environment. And one of the activities is environmental degradation. Somebody will ask, what's environmental degradation? Environmental degradation is the destruction of natural environment caused by human activities. Environmental degradation is the destruction of natural environment which affect the soil nutrient and caused by human activities. Environmental degradation is the destruction of natural environment caused by human activities. Someone asked, what are some of the environmental degradation that you know? What are the causes of environmental degradation? Causes. We have deforestation. Deforestation is an environmental
Okay, Joseph
degradation.
has a question.
Go ahead.
Joseph
Okay.
has a question.
In the comment section, let me have a look. Please go ahead. So whilst he's writing the question, I want us to go ahead, and when he's done, I'll come back and check. What causes environmental degradation? Deforestation. 1. Deforestation simply refers to the cutting down of trees without replacing them. How can you cut down with trees without replacing? Plant them now. So in Ghana, I don't know if it's worldwide, but in Ghana, I know that we have planting of trees day, green plants day, right? I don't know if you have heard it before. We have planting of trees day, afforestation day. When you go to the ministry, yes, when you go to the ministries and other agencies in Ghana or companies, they embark on that a lot. When it is time for those things, they go and they plant trees just to replace the cut down trees. And let me tell you that the moment you cut down the trees, the more we loses what? Who can tell me? The more you cut down trees without replacing them, the more we loses what?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Thank you. The more we releases oxygen. Another cause of environmental degradation, making the environment destroyed, is illegal mining. Okay, so Joseph said that he's okay because I've hit on it. I've answered that. So I mean, I am humbled, Joseph. So please, let's continue. So he said it's okay. So let's continue. Illegal mining. Illegal mining is very simple. It is the unlawful way. Of extracting minerals from the grounds. And who can tell me the local name of illegal mining? What's the local name?
Segala.
Gala has done what? Is it Galatasaray, the football club?
Galamsey.
Oh, good. So if you're talking about Galamsey, how did we come by Galamsey? Who can explain to me why Galamsey? Listen to the question very well before you answer. The word Galamsey, how did we land on Galamsey?
About.
Do you have any idea about it, or I should go ahead and explain to you guys?
Yeah, explain.
Okay. Galamsey was mentioned by the foreign people as gather and sell, and was corrupted by the local people as what? Galamsey.
Oh, okay.
Good. So when the foreign people came here, gather the good.
Technical problem.
Please,
Technical problem.
Can you hear me? Please, can you mute yourself if your background is noisy? Can I proceed, guys?
Yeah, please continue.
So I was saying that the Galamsey, in quote, it was said by our colonial masters or the Europeans when they came. They mostly say, oh, the women over there, they gather Galamsey, they gather gold and they sell it to the men over there, they gather gold and sell it to. So they'll come to you, oh, I am here for gather and sell. I am here for gather and sell. I am here for gather and sell. Let's go for gather and sell. Let's go for gather and sell. But because our local people were struggling to mention the name. So when you're done, one thing about me is that when I'm teaching and maybe you have doubts, you go back to your internet and you research and they educate it on it. Because now knowledge is open to all. So you go and you research and they'll confirm to you. Now, because our local people were not literate like the way the Europeans were, they were finding it difficult to even read and write. They were not able to mention the gather and sell. So the name gather and sell, which was corrupted. They corrupted it by the local people, the indigenous people, to Galamsey, gather and sell, Galamsey, gather and sell. Just like the Edina or Adina, which it is now called Elmina. It was not called Elmina, it was called Adina or Edina. But it was corrupted by the local people to Elmina. The white people, the white people corrupted it to Elmina because they couldn't mention Edina, the local name of the Fantis or the Cape Coast people, the Gold Coast people era. They couldn't mention it, then they corrupted the name to Elmina. And Ababeka and you go as you know, I have an Elmina Castle. So apart from that, let me talk about the illegal mining a bit. You know, illegal mining is really affecting us negatively. Illegal mining is really affecting us negatively. And I don't know if even giving birth to sickless or sick children, people with deformity. Have you guys heard that? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Sir, please, I can hear you.
Please, the person
Andrews.
Mike should mute himself. Okay. So I was saying that the illegal mine, I mean, oh God, it has skipped you. Can someone remind me? Sorry. Please ask the question. Can someone remind me? Hello?
So you were talking about the Galamsey.
You were talking about the Elmina
I said
Castle
something. I was
being
saying something.
changed.
Hey,
The name Elmina being changed to.
No, I moved.
No, he
from
moved
there
from there back to the Galamsey issue.
Yes, and I was talking about illegal money. Yes, if you remember, I was telling you. I've remembered. You remember, I was telling you guys about the River Pra. I mean, people put a hand, and I was saying that illegal mining, the effect of illegal mining has led to the deforming of children. Have you heard it? Now you can give birth to a child because the rural areas they drink from that same polluted river bodies. They drink the water, and when they are pregnant, they drink the water, and the water is literally deforming the children in their stomach or in their womb. And could you believe that sometimes they give birth to children with no hands because of the illegal mining, or because of the water pollution by the illegal miners? Even last year, getting closer to the end of last year, it became a topic. People were against it. People were saying that like it's affecting the rural areas. People are drinking from polluted water. People fetch water and they go and boil it just to kill the germs. But unfortunately, the chemicals are very, very, very high oil, very tall, like very, very poisonous to the extent that when they even drink the water after boiling, it still deforms the children in their stomach, in their womb. So that a child will come and the child doesn't have one eye. When you're done, go to the internet and research. You will see. And you see 2025. Reported by GH1, reported by TV3, reported by the Joy News, Joy Prime. They all reported on this. When you go and research what the chemicals are doing to people, taking lives. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Bush burning. Bush burning. Bush burning. Bush burning, if care is not taken, can lead to a very sad moment. It can burn a lot of crops or a lot of farms if care is not taken. That is why it is advisable to always implement or introduce the bush burning belt. Bush belt. Oh, I've forgotten the name. Oh, they have something. Also, so like when those of you have been there in the rural areas for long. I mean, those of you who stayed there for long. So fire belt or belt, which belt was that? On which I didn't wish yeah, like they use something to like maybe almost like they try to like use a rope, like something like a belt, to distinguish fire belt. Thank you, Joseph. Fire belt. Fire belt. Fire belt. Thank you, Joseph. Fire belt. They use that to cover up, or sorry, to protect or to prevent it from spreading. To protect it from spreading. They use that fire belt to protect it from spreading to other part of it. So you see it, you see when they set the bush, like when they set the fire in the bush, you see it only burning around where the belt is limiting it without spreading as it is. Okay, guys. The next one is poor waste disposal. Poor waste disposal. Poor waste disposal. You know, people throw or dump their refuses in water bodies, right? People
Yes, sir.
just dump refuses anywhere at the back of their house, like the gutters, causing problem for the drainage system. When this rains, it leads to overflood, like it leads to flooding, because the water can't flow. The last one for us this evening is population pressure. Population pressure. Now, hey, those of you who went to Accra during the 25th and 24th, were you able to breathe? Joe, confess, all of you, those who went to Accra on the 24th and the 25th, were you able to breathe?
I know.
Why were you not able to breathe?
So the place was choked.
Ow.
I'm at home.
And you could also see Atai people in the mist.
In the
mist. They're also doing their operation. And you will see those who will catch them and they will beat them too. It was sad. You know, population pressure on one region. I mean, thank you guys for your time, and I would love to end the class here by God's grace. I thank you guys for your patience. But before I go, If any of you have any question to ask me, please, I'm all ears. For the next 2 minutes, please ask me any questions concerning what you have learned and let me enlighten it more so that I can leave. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have any question.
Okay, so I suppose every one of you here, it's okay like you're okay, you're all right with what I have taught this evening. Please, are we all okay? Can I hear some of your voice apart from the one who is talking? Please, are we all okay? Are we all okay, please? Please, you can unmute yourself and say something. I want to hear your voice, Keke. If you are all okay, yes, sir, so that I can proceed, please.
Yes, boss. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So if you are all okay by God's grace, and please, your assignment, I will test sir, and I will get back to you, or he will get back to you guys for me. I don't know how to get it though, but I will test him and I will do my best to get it so that I can go through and see how best you guys were able to answer the questions I gave you. So I will test, sir, and I'll get back to you guys. Thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate it. Sir, God bless you for the platform.
Thank you too.